Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead. Today we got another cool product we're going to check out. I did have this company reach out. They did send it to me, so there's that disclaimer. But I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are on it and show you what it does, I guess. It's one of those little stovetop fans. I don't know if you can see, I got one up there. I got another one back here. I like these little things. They're usually for your wood burning stoves and stuff, which this one does as well. It heats up, and the heat itself is what generates whatever the electricity it needs or whatever it is to drive the motor. We're not going to get into all that. Big thing is, does it work? And this one is designed to go on to a buddy heater, which I think that's awesome because these buddy heaters are amazing. I love them to death. And if you could just get a little wind, just a little push, get the heat a little farther away, why not? For a very inexpensive price, and it requires no electricity. That's another reason why we love our little buddy heaters. You don't need no power. So power goes out, you're out in the woods, you're in a little shop, a little shed, whatever. Yeah, you get the point. So let's check this little guy out and see what we think about it. All right. First thing I notice is the size. So it is compact size, which would be an issue if you're getting, compared to some of the other ones. Like, they do have bigger, but they're also made for a fixed position on that. This is made for 2 places. I do notice though this has looks like a lot more of a curve here for maybe more push. And like I said, with it being compact, I'm okay with that, and I like that because the little buddy here, you can see it takes up the whole thing. If this thing was another 2 or 3 inches, it's going to be a lot less compact, and that's actually going to be an issue. The size, being big would be an issue in the bad way. You get what I'm saying? So we got that, and the packaging was good. The shipping was good. I will say all that. We got our little clips and clamps. It's like some kind of little spring looking thing. I'm going to figure out how this works. Got our instructions, and I'm going to look at the instructions. We're going to go in fast time and see if we can get this thing hooked up and see how much trouble it really is. Well, if you watch that real quick, it was a bit of a struggle, but once I figured out what it was telling me to do, it was pretty easy. The directions are pretty good. You got, tells you the second crossbar, the third crossbar, things like that. Let me show it to you real quick, because like I said, once I finally got it on there, it makes total sense. If I get a good angle, here you go. So you get your little springs here. So on the second crossbar, you hook to your spring, and the hook goes under and links to the third crossbar. So that's going under, and then that allows this one here. See how you got it kind of, well, it's not that hard to do, or it's not that easy to do with one hand. Alright, hooks around there, and then you can bring this down and clip it to, what is that going to be, 1, 2, 3, to the 4th bar there. And I guess that's where we're going to set our little guy into. Another spring riser presses down there, sure. Alright, yeah, so there we go. Let's finish checking this bad boy out now. Right back. Alright, we're back. We got our little mounting plate on here. Take our little fan, slide it on, and let's fire up our bad boy and see what happens. I was like, I just fired this up 2 days ago to make sure it worked. Some of these things can be finicky. Mr. Buddy, or Mr. Yeah, these heaters are usually pretty good. Alright. Low. Just let it warm up. And I'm just curious how long it's going to take for the fan to kick on, so start our timer. Yes, I'm late on the timer, I get it. Start it. And we're going to high. All right. It's not very technical when I do these things, as you can tell. But so far, everything fits. I didn't break anything. Really happy. We're just going to wait and see. Like I said, this thing is going to get, go through the specs while this is going on. It says operating temps 140 to 650. Woo! Look at that. We're already starting. That was about 30 seconds on high. So that's pretty cool. And actually, I really like the placement because it doesn't block your heat down here. Just any of the heat that's kind of moving up, it's pushing out now instead of it just going up and away. It's going to help push it forward and get it out into the room. I'm really starting to feel the heat. But anyways, yeah, it says room size 20 m squared, so 20 meters squared, I guess. The other thing, one of the best things I got to add in here that I love about these kind of heaters, and especially now that's got a little fan attached, is it quiet. There's no noise. Right over here, you can't see it. I got one of those big old torpedo heaters, and that's what I use for this garage I'm in. It's a 30 by 50 with 14-foot sidewalls, so that means the peak, I don't know, it's like 20 feet high or something, 25. Anyways, it's a big volume of area. So I use that blast heater for about 20-30 minutes, just to knock the edge off, the chill off, and then, you know, my wood burning stove is going by then, and that just kind of keeps it nice. But that blast heater is loud, and before I had this wood burning stove, I had to use the blast, you know, the turbo heater or whatever you want to call it, a lot more, and that did suck because you couldn't hear yourself think, you know. And then even with this thing here with the wood stove, I don't know if you can see, there's a fan back behind there, and then the thing itself has a blower on it, which is awesome. Again though, it's very loud. This thing, almost no noise at all. I mean, I hear, oh, yeah, that's it. Very quiet, very nice. And that thing, yeah, we're getting some heat off this thing now. All right, let me turn this down to low. Now that we got our fan going. And it should continue going. I'm gonna go get a wind gauge and see if we can actually get a measurement of how much wind that thing's putting out. Be right back. All right, I'm back, and I got my tools. And I'm really excited because I haven't got to use these in a lot of videos, but I bought them for the videos, so bear with me. All right, this is our decimal reader. So just me talking, it's around 80, 85. I'm gonna stick it up to the fan. Let's see what we get. About 55, 60 at the most. So very quiet. Really like that. I mean, the ambient sound in the room is around 43. So not much noise at all. Now here we have a wind meter, and it is pretty sensitive. I mean, you can see it's already going just from that little puff. So let's turn this bad boy on and see what we get out of it. I'm trying not to burn myself at the same time. 1.1 meter. These are meters per second. Let's get on to something more American real quick. Miles per hour. That's what we want, right? All right, miles per hour. Let's see what we got. That's hot. We are looking at 2.8. Keep my hand there longer. Almost 3. 2.5. So 2.5 miles per hour. 3.6. So I'd say anywhere from 2.5 to 4. Like I said, and then this is on low, and I'm not trying to overheat my little gadget here, which we'll see if we put it on high, if that does make a difference. Yeah, so I'm still getting around 3.5 or so, which, like I said, for no electric, I mean, I can actually feel the breeze here. So for no electric and the inexpensive price, just to add on, and you can get a little bit more of that heat moving and circulating around the room. So that's really what it does, is it gets the air circulating and moving a little bit better than just the heat rising off of your heater. So I like this thing. Let me know what you think. There'll be a link below, of course, to their Amazon page. It's an affiliate link, just to let you know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because here in the future, I'm going to do another video where I compare this fan, that fan, and the other fan, and see what kind of speeds we get with them off the, what's it called? The wood burner stove. Have a good one.